Hey, what's up, everyone? Mike here with the watch list video for Tuesday, October 24th. Starting off with the daily on the SPY. Gap down a bit, briefly retook the 200-day, but then closed down below it again. Still feels kind of weak out there. I want to say 3 or 4 different people gave a Tesla idea today, the exact same one, which is when you've got a room full of people that know the setups that we teach, it's not uncommon to have several people post the same idea. The idea, Tesla was on bounce watch anyway, then it gapped down, sold off. So as it came back down through the open, it came back up through the open around 210. Actually, the idea was 210. It broke 210 here. It did pull back, but it did not hit the stop. Stop was, I want to say, $1.65 below, and it ended up going up from 210 to almost 217, right? So almost a $7 move. That's pretty good R on $1.65 risk, and $1.65 is not a lot of risk when you're talking about a stock like Tesla. So the setup worked great, and it was cool to see several people call it. Again, I wasn't around. Most of you know, right? If you were in chat today, you know I wasn't really plugged in today, and it wasn't around in the afternoon at all. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably also know why. But anyway, I'm not going to go into that here. I'm just going to go into the watch list for tomorrow. So here we go. MARA. All the Bitcoin plays were strong because Bitcoin's strong. And it's up to the top of a range here. Nice volume. So maybe a follow-through breakout of that area tomorrow. I would make the same argument with Coin, another Bitcoin related stock. Hub C, I'm going to throw that one back on watch. I still love this over 80, but didn't really get anywhere near there today. Today's high, 69.49. We'll round that up to 70. We'll call today's high 70. Maybe through 70 tomorrow will be, knowing that that's a break of today's high will be enough to get it to challenge and maybe break through 80. So it still definitely stays on watch. I've chosen UEC as a uranium play to watch. They all kind of go together, right? They travel together. So UEC is one that I've put on watch because they were pretty strong today, and it's kind of near a potential breakout. So INVO closing well off its highs, but I'm going to put it on watch. It was one of those serial halters today, but I go back on watch tomorrow. TPST did kind of bounce today, but closed well off its highs. Remember, I said I liked it mostly below 4, which it didn't get there. But anyway, this was such a crazy move back here, and a couple subsequent big moves that as a day trader I would just be wrong to not have it on watch. So I will. ALB getting that kind of shape change, closed about where it opened today, so that goes back on again, looking for a snapback bounce, and this is a lithium play, I believe, and they're all kind of moving together as sectors do, right? But this one goes on bounce watch for tomorrow. Just looking for a snapback bounce. You guys know I don't hold overnight, so none of this is meant to be, overnight holds. Just looking for intraday trades. SMR just straight down for like 5 days. It's a pretty good setup for a snapback bounce. EH did go down below that 16 we talked about, but then closed up above it. Anyway, this is good support right here. This horizontal line I'm putting there. So we could have a nice follow through from today's intraday bounce tomorrow. OKTA got decimated on Friday, then gapped down today, but again, horizontal line, pretty good support in that area. I closed above that, so we'll see. I'm going to put that on potential bounce watch tomorrow. CNK, remember we started watching this for a bounce when it was probably like here, and it just kept bleeding lower. It hasn't broken a previous day's high since this day, right, when it was almost 20 bucks. You see now, horizontal line, it's at a recent low, and it's at the 200-day. So I like this setup for a potential bounce tomorrow. BYND's got that little shape change look. Not a lot of extra volume, but still bigger volume the last few days. A lot of shorts in the name. Shorts are hardly in trouble in this name, right? They're killing it. But this could get a decent snapback bounce. It's got that shape change look we look for as day traders. I want to look for breakouts, range breaks, pullbacks, and also snapback bounce plays. So that's what the category that one falls into. Another horizontal line there. WW has got good support there, right? Had a big 3 days here and then been bleeding lower really ever since, but it is down near that $9 support. So I'm going to put that on bounce watch. And then lastly, ASTI. Let me zoom in a little bit here. That 200 days kind of smashing this all down. You can't even really see anything. Anyway, Trying to think of a way I could show this to you. Maybe 60s. Hang on, I've got an idea. Okay, so I had to zoom way in and take all the moving averages off just so you could kind of see the recent action. These are daily candles, big volume today. Anyway, there's nothing pretty here at all. The only reason it's on watch is in after hours. This went up over $1.60 a little bit ago, but right now it's back to about $1.30. So who knows where we're going to open tomorrow. But if this does open higher, it definitely goes on our gap playlist in the morning. If not, then we won't mess with it at all, right? But it had a nice move, nice pullback, and a nice secondary move in after hours. And again, right now, it's at $1.30-ish. So we'll keep our eyes on that and see if it's still gapping in the morning. And we'll, as we always do, we'll add other gappers together in the pre-market and should be around all day tomorrow and ready to trade. So I'll see you guys then.